I was just in here thinking about how much of America's stock has been removed from the country, placed in distant lands. The real core energy of our, it's like the other nations knew the value. So it's like a whole bunch of like major battery packs. Like America's energy is different. They knew what they was doing when all these little black, these so-called black or American Indian or brown skinned girls from America was missing. And nobody made a big stink about it. We were still talking about the election. And it's like the people are the energy or the resources, no matter if you want to think of it like that. And it's almost with the black silence that they talking about. It's almost like a smack in the face, but you have to realize that so many nations been sending their brown skinned people over here. Though they fighting. See what I'm saying? Now these people that went with these rallies and all this shit, the real Americans are somewhere in their country. And they over here sitting right in your family trees or in your, well, they would be cursed anyways, but for doing it like that. But this is how nations fall. They know they could have told you. That's why some of these people didn't want to build in their own country, even if they could. They came over here and got real creative and innovative. But it wasn't doing nothing in their own land, so they had to come here where somebody's already prosperous. And now they done came up in here in the gates and you let them in. And they're being mightier than you in your own land. And I told you when Biden worded it, black people gonna have to answer from Mexico. They left white people out. It's all people here that's gonna have to bow down to something. Ain't gonna be Mexico while I'm still alive, but or dead or whatever I'm about to be. But it was a way to make white people think like, oh yeah, they have something to worry about. We don't. But then now you see your biggest ally was that you let them think about the power. Things with the Moors and all these other people that they work and shit like this. Who said we have to regard that? I would have rather somebody coming with that shit. You let them all in the government and everything like this. You deny the real daughter that you should underbelly at least. Somebody feel right for the try. To the end. And in some of these situations, you can be mad at nobody could be this person trying to get you or leave you behind until this person came. And it's not going to feel some kind of way about that, but this is war. This is set up. There were no red flags. So sometimes if somebody was there to say, Will, you could stay mad. It's just as simple as that. Let them do it. If you don't want to be with them or you don't want this family member in your house or something, free them so they can go stay so because of the industry here. But sometimes somebody hit her up with it. I don't know if it's kind of petty. Because somebody like, oh, you calling us the white? Now we got a black girl with BBL that came up in there and swung in Because these people could have worded it with some of these people with these scams. Like they was the one that was like wealthy or something. And somebody could have looked in the back end and found out, no, that's my fucking wife money. Y'all told me he was coming over here to talk about some land. You didn't tell me that my wife or my man had money. And that she was actually portraying using the shit that was gonna be the gifts that was coming to her to make you, oh bitch, don't tell me. Oh, to make me leave her behind and choose you. That's so desperate. Because the Empress gonna end, and she gonna lose every time with that, because she ain't chasing no fucking body. But fuck. Hold on 1 second. Just having me an onion ring break. I don't know why I'm so hungry. I mean, I ain't been eating a lot, but today it's like a lot of eating. Like, I was thinking, did I ever think some vandals? Like, that's just, I knew these people would be able to go organize some shit and play around with people's lives from, like, the government? Like, whoa. And people like, oh, don't discriminate. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying you should be vigilant. I don't understand. I just see it one way. Like, these men should have been acting like how you go. Ow. Hold on. How you would act if you woke up in the middle of the night, you met a girl, you brought her home, you woke up in the middle of the night and she had a knife standing by your manhood. Holding it in her hand with a blade. How you would jump up and check a hoe, probably damn near kill her. That's how they should have been acting when it came to our border. Because now, or a straight man that have another man grab for his groin, and you know that he gay. How you would be acting a fool? That's how y'all should have been acting on our border. Somebody knows that somebody is moving on in another direction, but they want to give you a little gift before you do. This could also be something that's a little bit more deep. I'm hearing like somebody might have to carry theyself, bitch. And I think somebody be like, damn, I'm tired of helping your stupid ass. You always saying something. But it's like, how about there's some kind of resistance from God? Whatever happens, happens. Because at the end, what God wants to happen and what I want to happen about to happen anyway. It's showing the power. These people show power and strength by breaking into people's houses, going up against people's will, putting them in situations or whatever. Women that know that you might not be the most well paid or something, but you are somebody that's very responsible with yourself. People probably say, oh, if you have more than 5 partners in your life, sexual partners, you're reckless or something, or you're a whore or something like this. But they don't know nothing. And somebody tried to bring up your past to say what they're going to have you move into the future doing. You could have been wilding out when you was young. It's 40 fucking years later. And you about to try to take what the fuck happened back. You got a problem? You still stuck back there? It's almost like somebody want to redo or set here, like the past 10 or 20 years, but it's like, let me just maneuver this stuff around so we can go back to where it was. Why did I let this other person talk me away? But they're not controlling only their life, they're controlling somebody else's life to make them. But it would be something stupid like this, like, damn. I know I was a hoe in a 5D, but I was faithful to this nigga or this female in a 3D. Oh, you did me like that in the 3D? I'm about to go back. There's a whole bunch of Blackhawks over here. I'm about to go back. I'm going to make you have my baby, and then I'm about to treat you like I treated the rest of them bitches. And I'm going to cheat on you. I'm going to make you cry, everything like this. But, like, somebody want to try to make it, like, make you feel stupid. Like, dang, I messed up. I'm 50 years old, and I'm still, fertile. I should have never been messing with that guy. But you ain't messing with nobody. That's a whole different, for you to make that shit make sense, I would have to be out there fucking. You know what I'm saying? So you just doing something because you can. Because the way that I'm going to relate to that is like, oh, I don't know who this secret society or who this club is, what they want to do with me, but I'm going to look at it as like your fault. Usually, like, there could be a lot of women that had a baby at a young age and you wish your life went different or something. Right? So you always had like that little bit of like remorse or something about it. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should have waited. Like, if I didn't have no kids at 20, right? And I would have waited until I was like 40 to have a kid. And bitch, it could be somebody that's 40. And like, oh, I wish that I would have did this back when Dad was 20. Because now all my friends is already done and I'm just now getting started. You know? But it could be a small regret like that. Like somebody wants you to experience that. And you're like, I don't understand this. For me, it's just a shocker as to who these people are. That's strange to me. It's like they planted these people in the schools with me or around me. I want to say us because there could be a couple more kids like me, but like the core energies. But these people are trying to make it like you not special because look what we've been able to do. We've been able to go against your will and manipulate and rip out your whole life. But that means that you a piece of shit. And I'm not still. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody wants you to feel like you in jail, or they want you to feel what it feels like to be in jail. But what for? Shit, I didn't put nobody in jail when they was pregnant. I ain't put nobody in jail ever. The fuck you want me to make me feel the shit for? You know, maybe your mama did something where she should have been her ass in jail. I don't know. Okay? I'm hearing that somebody's trying to put somebody in jail because of their thoughts. It's like, say you got like a maniac or a killer hooked up to your brain, and you're like, oh, I want this nigga to dead. Oh, he got on my nerve. And then somebody go in your head and take that thought out and they kill the person. Somebody want to let this nigga free or stay free and make you go to jail because you thought about somebody being dead. Well, I'm saying, I'm still sticking with the Bible. You go trying to seek my face or my thoughts, your ass gonna die. Because my thoughts ain't just my thoughts. I'm thinking, how many of these men in politics in these communities knew that some women like me was going to be great and families, and they've been doing this shit all along. There's no statute of limitation or some type of severe child abuse or trauma for 30. You seen this lady going to jail for keeping that kid in the room for 20 years. Some of these people is using like some kind of MK Ultra to keep you in one part of your brain for years. Only thinking about partying. Like you seen like some of these guys that took a long time to get off the ground, get a job. They was always blaming a white man or something like this. There's also be men that, like, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Us seeing the world in a different place, in a different way. Well, we'll never see it the same exact way because we different individuals anyway. But there could be a man that wants you to experience or feel the way would it feel like to be a man that got these responsibilities or something like this. And it's like, whoa, okay. Well, God didn't make me that way. He made me a woman. He made me this way. Or he made me a girl. I think. You know what I'm saying? And if God and my ancestors wanted me to be living in a country that's like underdeveloped, that's where the fuck I would be already. That's where I would have sprouted. That's where I would have lived. That's where I would have met everybody. That's where I would have, you know, I would have been tied to that soil or something. It's not for you to choose. Like, I promise you, some of these people that's attacking you, these was like alien boyfriends that you never even knew you had. They were just coming and siphoning your energy in the dark. You never knew that they existed. And they moved on, and they didn't let you get out side by side with them on the ship or on the pirate ship or the spaceship, right? But this new individual, or this could be somebody that like finally dating what they want. They had to play like they was straight all their life, or they had to play like they was gay all their life. Now they straight, vice versa, whatever. Or it's like discrimination on your own land. Like, they don't want Americans to be able to see from a higher level. So me being an American could be why they want you to make it think it's something else, but it's because I'm American, why you didn't take me up or into these higher dimensions, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, or something. You just took. But the foreign girls that you got here, you let them experience a whole different frequency or something like this. But it's a war. It was warfare. And it's like, this is like information or intel or whatever this is, energy that these men and stuff in our families was supposed to be protecting. And look what they did. They didn't. A lot of these people, you'll be shocked because it's the people that you never had even probably any animosity, not even an argument. You knew this person all your life, and come to find out that's the person. They just played the part real well and had everybody fooled too. These are people that like make you lash out on them once you're aware, alert, and you realize something, and then try to play the victim after they've been robbing you for 40 years. You had to be getting a repertoire together to make people think that somebody was bad and they deserved this treatment. Or else. And some of these people knew that you didn't have shit to do with none of this. They just wanted to be a part of somebody that was going to be getting some of that money or something, or whatever it was that was belonging to you. Access to your house, your child, car, whatever. I'm telling you, and it keep on making me think about Legacies when on that show they was playing that baseball game with mortals, okay, or people at a school that didn't have gifts, and the principal or the headmaster told them you cannot use magic during this game or whatever. You're dealing with people that don't use magic. If you get caught using magic or whatever, and they still use magic, in this day and age, this could be manipulation. This could be some kind of app or laptop where somebody can go in messing with your coding at night. So when you wake up in the morning, you're not really feeling that well. You might be in pain or something like this when you have to perform something or whatever this is. It's almost like they're giving out cyber jobs. Knowing that you're not getting, they're trying to take all the whole thing into cyber. So you're handing out cyber jobs. You never show up for the job. Like it's 50 things on a checklist that you need to do, or jobs that you could have. You're already through the list. You never even knew that you was up for this or what to do, or hey, oh, they got me up for this. Let me go ahead and do this today, or let me do this for a week, or oh, somebody thinking I could be a news anchor. Okay, well, let me go ahead and, you know, dress nice like this, and let me change my videos so I can look more like professional or something. Nobody's telling you to do this. Like this, they're like playing with people's shit. And like you might not, the way with this new social credit system that they're trying to have, you might not never have a chance to get these notions or to jump on these things again. It could be something to try to preserve. Now they feel stupid because they let go of their resources while they was taking garbage DNA from other places, or troublesome DNA or something like this. And now they want to go ahead and set some of y'all up, or set some of us up for something with the scraps that could be left over. The scrap jobs and stuff like this. Yeah, don't look at me because I literally got snatched up off the couch. I really literally got snatched up off the couch to go take somebody like out of town to go pick up their car. I didn't even get to do nothing for myself. Get in a shower or nothing, so I think this might be what I'll go home. And I feel like somebody wanted to make it seem like the reason why is because the only thing you can be is a sexual energy. Now, you could have started out this thing right now, 5 to 7. This shit could have started like this vetting could have started like 7 years ago. You could have started out, they looking at you as like a pastor for a church or something. And then after these people was recording you insignificant, it don't have nothing to do with the job. Like I said, unless they're trying to shut down the whole nation and they're going to have everybody do individual stuff from their house. But when you're doing that, people could be linked up with other people and bring other people into their houses. Other people can get a hold of their laptop or their software. People could get hacked into. This is just a dangerous thing. If people are finding a way to get into people's houses and shit like this. Remember how like during COVID, like I remember my cousin worked for Blue Cross Blue Shield. And she couldn't stand leaving the house anyway. Being in the house is the best thing for her. And so she worked at Blue Cross Blue Shield, and she was so happy that they was able to stay at home and work at COVID. I mean, work during COVID. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure there's vital information on all these people, all these workers' computers. And, you know, some of these people may not. This could have been a whole part of this whole takeover from another, like, country or something. I'm sorry. Because I feel like somebody was treating you or me like we should know the ropes. Well, you should have known 5 years ago that somebody is also war. This is what a grown man that's running our country should have known. If you was really concerned about it, you would have made sure that somebody was acting with their full capacity or something like this, or make sure that somebody got upgraded or up something like this so that they could be able to, yeah, somebody was setting somebody up for failure their whole fucking life. I feel like this family, this community, these people, these in-laws, everybody was doing that to me. So this is make me think like this is deeper than that. Just somebody being envious or something like this. You know what I'm saying? I see if I was like a Paris Hilton, I'm traveling all over the world, matching, you know, I don't have to touch anything or clean anything. I'm like, oh my God, you know, but that's not the case. Right? So this makes me think that somebody is sitting in my spot on some type of council or something like this that's not supposed to be there. This could also lead back to finding out if somebody was murdered in a past life, or if you're a forever being or something like this and you were murdered 20 years ago. This is going to lead us back to who the murderer is. Maybe you didn't know that motherfuckers could be murdered and still walking around here. Maybe you just own the slow train because somebody's saying a slow train, but maybe they bombarded you with billions of people in your server and they're not supposed to do that. Everybody else is dealing with like 10 close people that's working with them and giving them feedback, right? Going back and forth and actually like knowing, okay, I did that. Okay, now you do this or something like this. Nobody ever did that here. And I could be the one that's supposed to be counted on the most, or I could be the one with the most valid information or something. Maybe not anymore. Because I'm telling you, somebody siphoned your whole, like, something that's in your temple or your frontal lobe. I don't think they could get everything in somebody's Akashic records or something, but somebody was like trying to mind read or reading your mind. Or reading my mind. And nobody thought it was serious. Like, what do you mean? This is not biblical or this is stupid. Why would we be protecting something like that? But that's kind of like the trick of the devil, or that was the strong delusion that you disregarded this person because of what they wore, how they lived, or something like this. And that could be some of these people, even these wanderers out on the street. You never know, because these could be the people that God entrusted like the most valuable energy or information with at some point in time. This could be also why they don't have veterans and all these other people, even veterans out of the Westworld games. If they don't have no place to lay their head, then people can actually access them. If they don't have a home, then they're easier to be probed or something like this. That's war. But what we was taught in history class, telling you, Africa done had her hand on this nation for a long time. And there's people lying, saying that they're your parents, and you hear these tarot readers like, oh, your real parents is coming. No, bitch, you got my real parents on your birth certificate because you using my identity. You see what I'm saying? Or your real parents, but they just trying to throw you off on somebody that's not afraid to take the risk to say that, so that they can like remove you, or these are people that are stealing your essence or layers of you or something like this. Or they have something in the likeness of you already created. And when they say that, they're just taking like tidbits, or taking like cloning your software. Okay? And spreading it. And I'm telling you, somebody listened to a dumbass woman and think that this bitch is so smart. And you're not going to see it. Just like on American Gods, when she's like, Yeah, you know, Wednesday's right. There is a war. And the guys got together and their eyes was like all blanked out. And she's like, no, I think he is right. Like, and if you don't see, and India was like, I don't see no war. And we've been, the same thing been going on the same way all this time. And that's one red flag right there. India. And then she was like, but if you don't think so, then you better look a little bit deeper. But you know, Bilquis was like one of the oldest. They was trying to see if she was a god or not, but she was the one of the oldest, like Wednesday was. Before your Aphrodite in them. Just like I don't think that Bilquis is the one. I feel like they did that on purpose. They put a really dark-skinned woman in that spot. I still think that it's America, the copper girl. It was all a game to try to get people to try to start comparing even dark skin color or bring dark skinned people back, but they never been here in America. America is a copper soil. The people were copper colored. They were not charcoal colored. They were copper colored. India probably has darker skinned people than America. Even if we're talking about India in America, there's a difference. There's a difference. You can tell the difference. The skin tone, the texture, everything is different. It's different. This is like genocide. This is why we're talking about it. Because you can't be racist and you're talking genocide. Only the racists are going to try to say, oh, you're being racist when you're talking about race, when you're talking about genocide. Because it is about race. Or genetics or makeup. That's why this is like a scientific war. They've always been to a certain extent. Hold on, y'all. This girl gonna keep on calling me. Let me go home. I'll finish this at home.